Salutations everyone, it's me, Bug here, and I'm here with an amazing video today. So, as you may know of these two lovely people called Seriea and Jasem, they created an amazing thing called Forgotten Favorites, where we go over some of our most favorite forgotten Disney movies with some amazing other channels. And it's been time. So if you've been following this channel for long enough, you would know that I did Nerissa for one of our Funko custom challenges. And I love Nerissa from Enchanted. Enchanted being the movie that we are celebrating today. So, if you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. You know what to do to show that you like this, or don't. And leave a comment telling me if you think I did a pretty A-okay job. Because, for my video, I made Giselle. And you'll get to see her close up at the end of this video. But after this video, don't just watch ours. Watch all the other 8 amazing channels linked below. I don't know what they are doing. They didn't know what I did. All I know is they could have done some twisted interpretation of the whole Enchanted story, done some bounds, talked about the movie. Again, they're amazing, and all we are doing is celebrating this phenomenal movie that I love so dearly. It is probably one of the most watched Disney movies that I have ever watched. I went through at least 4 DVDs of this movie back in the day. Let me know if you've done that with any other movie, or if you are crazy like me and did that with this movie. But without further ado, we will get into the creation of Giselle. Roll the clip. Alrighty, again, let me know if you do like this or don't. And I'm going to try a little bit of a different approach today. So the 2 Funkos I used were Belle from the Beauty and the Beast original collection and Snow White. However, I cannot take total credit for it. I actually saw those 2 combinations for this exact Funko on Google. After I took off the heads with the heat gun, I took the orange for her lovely hair and I started painting the hair that color. Now, something that I know, now at least, is that orange takes a lot of layers. And I don't mean like 3 like some of the other colors did. I mean, this took about 8 layers, which is not always fun to watch, so I cut out some of those steps, and here's just a little bit of that process for you guys to see. And after I got the hair, the orange that I wanted it, I decided that I was going to do the little hair bun piece that she has, which is blue and pink flowers. And instead of making flowers, since the Belle had the leaf crown, I just decided to alternate the blue and the pink intertwined with the gold, and I think it turned out really nice, and I quite like it. After that, I started working on the clay, and for the clay, all I needed to do was make it so there was a little bit of a gap to show that the dress is layered, and a ribbon to go around the waist. It was quite easy, and it dried rather fast in comparison to what I am used to. And after I took the heat gun to it and had it dried, I started painting it the same blue that I used on the leaves. And I only did that for the ribbon because I thought it would give it a nice extra layer of color to her dress that I really, really liked. After I did that blue, I mixed the blue with a green and a little bit of white to get this like foresty mint color that was the base for the outside piece of her dress. And I quite love it. With that being said, I was also surprised that it didn't take as many layers as the hair did by any means. The paint stuck far better to the body than it did to the head. And after that, instead of doing the white in the in-between, I decided to toothpick the details on, using a gold paint to do the stems of the flowers and leaves, and added a couple of little dots because, to be completely honest, I know that I would never be able to recreate such fine detail. So I took a little bit of creative liberty, as you will see. After that, I found out that my metallic red was empty. So I just made my own to add some of the flowers because the flowers on her dress are both white, yellowish, and red. So I added some dots to represent the flowers in all different ways and shapes, and again, it was just coming along so very well. And after that, I decided it was time to do the white for the inside part of the dress, just to get it done and out of the way. I knew I was going to need to go over the ribbon, and that was perfectly fine. But I had a little moment of inspiration. Since she already had a bird, what better thing to create than to create her best buddy, Pip? And the reason I wanted to create Pip was for the fact that he is such a comedic character relief that when you think Enchanted, at least my brain instantly goes to him going, "Apple?" type of, like, that whole scene. He was just too great to not try to represent in this Funko. And after I used the heat gun to dry the clay, I just took a peach and a brown and added darker browns to shade the different tones that I needed. And it was quite easy to get those tones and make it look like a chipmunk, because there's nothing special to his color scheme. It's just tan, brown, and dark brown. So I just sat there and started painting him. After a while, I was able to glue him on and finish painting him, put the head on, and here we have the final outcome of Giselle. As you saw right at the end, here is the finished product. I love how she turned out so very much. And, like, in all honesty, she is one of my favorite customs, from the designs that I was able to pull off on the dress to the fact that I added Pip. And, like, it fits her. I'm really happy to say I now have Nerissa and Giselle. Missing several of the characters, but still, doesn't really matter. I have two of the best. And again, go check out the other videos. I know that I'm going to sit down and watch them all. I'm super excited to see what everybody else did. And I hope that you have a great day and a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Bye-bye!